ladies and gentlemen, to some more Warhammer 2 Total War with the Dali and Khazador Dragonslayer. We have the Battle of Flayed Rock ahead of us. I've dealt with pretty much everything else for this turn on the map. I've also crafted the Dragonslayer's Fang for Khazador Dragonslayer. I think that's just really neat and fitting. But yeah, other than that, we have Azag in here, and yeah, just a couple of units. It's going to be a fairly easy battle, but the AI doesn't think so, so I guess it's time to prove it wrong. Other than that, like I said, I've pretty much finished everything. I think I have 2 more vaults to do, or 3 more vaults to do. Here's the thing, I don't know. I can see one here. It is 3, yeah, I've checked. I can see one here, and I can see one over here. Oh, there's one there. Right. Okay, missed that one. And then... is there something all the way up here? I mean... yeah, I saw that one, like I said. I don't know, are there some in the New World? Because I don't see any over here. There shouldn't be, really. Up here, maybe? No. Because that's like, what? That's 4, I think. But if we look at this thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4... oh, never mind. I thought there was... oh, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I saw right, there's one more. Does that mean one of these places has 2 artifacts? Because that's a little bit weird. It's alright, I mean, it's not it's not out of this world unusual, but, I don't know. We shall see. I don't even know if I'm going to get all of them. I guess that's sort of going to depend on the viewership and all of that. It's a bit of a hassle to go to get all of them, especially the one up in Norska. It's going to be like, it's going to take some time. Maybe I'll get them and I'll just show you the end of the campaign, like skip a bunch of turns and just get to the end. But for now, the Battle of Flayed Rock. And here we go. It's going to be pretty much our standard sieging protocol and strategy. We're going to take out the 2 towers and then make some more Lord of the Rings references. I was going to take out those 2 towers and then probably move in the Quarrelers and then move in the heavy infantry. Not going to cheese the whole battle too much, but, you know, a little bit. Feel like we're going to have to, you know. Especially if they put many archers on the walls, which I would sort of assume that they did. Yep, it's all archers on the walls, as they should. As they should. So on some of the UI and then get a proper look at what's going on. I like the damage on the walls that this does. I'll turn this back on again. See, as it hits and as it goes down in health, there's bits of the wall and bits of the tower start falling off. I think that's a really neat little thing that happens. Obviously, it's been in the game forever, but it's a really nice level of detail, you know, like, yeah, and the destruction of the tower is like really nice too. I don't think I've really given the game much credit for that. It looks very nice. You know, there's plenty of things to criticize about the siege battles, but when they do something right, let's give them credit, shall we? There is so much in the way of Orc infantry down here, it's ridiculous. What I wouldn't give for a Wind of Death. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a Wind of Death spell. Mind you, I mean, with the amount of artillery and quarrelers we have, we're kind of doing the whole Wind of Death thing anyway. But, you know, actually we can hit the infantry down here. Let's shoot at the infantry with the... yeah, you know what? Let's shoot at the infantry with that, and then... I mean, I outrange the goblin archers. Why would I not take advantage of that? I feel like this isn't even cheesing the AI at all. This is just common sense that everyone does, right? I mean, if you outrange them, just use that, right? I mean, look at this. We outranged them by a country mile. Range 115, range 160. Yeah, that's noticeable. Alright, loose! I mean, look at that. They just melt. They just absolutely melt. Yeah, Kazuka, Kazuki, whatever. Just get the job done. I feel like the battle's going to be over before we actually get a chance to engage in melee, but I need both experience and, you know, just to soften the enemy up before I move in, but just for the fun of it, let's get some helicopters in too. I suppose this works. I mean, you can... yeah, you can if you want. Thank you. You can take out the goblin dude if you like. And then some very neat little helicopter fire to finish things off, and I think this is just done. They're going to start all breaking fairly soon. They have a fair amount of HP, but I have more ammo. the truth of the matter is, you see, that I have more ammo than they have HP, so... Okay, you need to hit those goblins right now, because they can actually start shooting at stuff. Those goblins are not going to survive this. Mind you, a lot of them are still coming up, so they're not going to take as much... Well, they're not going to take full damage, but... they're pretty gosh darn close. And I will stop here, but it's going to take a while for these guys to get into position, so we might as well keep firing until that happens. Just keep shooting. Actually, let's put you right there so you can take some shots at the blocks of infantry position like that. They do have some arrow boys. I'm assuming they're going to put them on the walls for me to get rid of. Indeed they did. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and Cazador Ironslayer, are you the one with the... yeah, you are the one with the potion of toughness. Let's put that potion of toughness to use. I mean, there is no two ways about it. This is just some truly spectacular display of firepower. I mean, look at this. And gone. Let's hit the big guns. Well, love if you could hit these orc boys up here. I think there's a good chunk of damage for you to do. Obviously, the goblin boss is well, he's shattered. I think we should kill him because it's going to do more damage to their morale. But I mean, what morale? I think is a very valid question here. Okay, let's go and shoot Azag. Let's go and shoot Azag. I'm just going to start moving in. Like so. Azag took a hit at one of the helicopters. He launched a SAM missile, but I'm afraid that's not going to help him too much. And we can do our experiment again against single hero damage and how they do, because he is a wizard, so he's not very resistant, but and also they don't have a lot of ammunition left, but they should be able to like chip away a good chunk of his health. Alright, the situation isn't ideal, I suppose, but nah, I'm not really pleased, but you know, it is what it is. We won the battle. I guess that's all that matters in the end. Expected a little bit more damage from the gyrocopters, despite knowing that their damage potential is somewhat limited. Might as well use this and heal to full, because, I mean, you know, what else are we going to use it for? There's literally no reason not to. It's not like it's a one-time thing. It is per battle, but you get the idea. With 0 losses. Decisive victory with 0 losses. Look at that. Let's loot and occupy. So, here's the thing. I'll show you something really cool that I did. I think this is going to be an extremely fun battle to do. I just have that feeling. Corruption is going to go down a little bit here because of the technologies that I'm getting, so public order should still be negative, and I'm going to demolish this eventually, so yeah. Anyways, I'll show you something really cool that I'm doing. So, we were talking about needing to help the Empire retake these lands because I don't want them, and I need to get rid of the vampires and all of those things, right? Diplomacy. Reichland, they're third in strength, and I don't know who the second faction is, but it's probably going to be one of the High Elf factions. However, Sylvania is 6, by the way, so yeah, they're pretty darn tough. I think they control most of Kislev, which is kind of funny. Anyways, Reichland. So you notice something new in the diplomacy screen? It's really difficult to notice. There's a coin up here, right? You click the coin and it's region trading. I've installed the region trading mod. But Juggernaut, that mod is out of date. Yes, it is. And it still works. It's the beauty of modding. Sometimes it's broken, but it works exactly as it's supposed to. We can't purchase anything from them because I need to own at least one settlement in the province, which I really like. It balances the mod really well. The AI cannot use this. They don't know how to use this. The only thing the AI does are the basic diplomatic things here. This is only accessible to the player, which is a good thing, because otherwise we would have chaos. But, I mean, we do have chaos, the invasion, but that's not the kind of chaos I mean. We can also gift them territories. Oh, yes. We can gift something to the von Karsteins, and here's the thing, we can gift them anything, anywhere. Really cool, right? Well, I think almost anything anywhere. Might even be literally anything anywhere. Anyway, so what do? We go over to Reichland, and we say... Reichland, and we say, right, I want you to have this place, and this place, and this place, and then you just gift them the region, and that's it. They can't say no, because who says no to a gifted region? Why would they do such a thing? It's not very balanced, this. But it is fairly balanced. Okay, so let's talk about the Border Princes, for example. Varenka Hills is kind of annoying. I can have them keep Varenka Hills. I can ally with them, and then I will be able to put a commandment here, and it's going to be fine. But it's kind of annoying to have them just let them have a random settlement. So why don't we open diplomacy? We go over to the Border Princes, and we're like, hey, I'd like to buy something from you. I would like to buy Varenka Hills. And they say, good, you can do that. We don't really want the settlement. That'll cost you 11,000 gold. And I say, okay. And Varenka Hills is mine for 11,000 gold. Is that worth it? No. No, it's 11,000 gold. It's not worth you know, one settlement. It's a lot of money, but I'm making 22,000 per tick. This is going to secure my province, and it's going to make me like the Border Princes even more on a personal level, because we're not fighting over some irrelevant territory. It also, as you can see, doesn't affect your opinion of them. Yes. This is not extremely overpowered in most circumstances, but in some circumstances it also is. It's not meant to be balanced. You're meant to use this as a sort of roleplay, work around some of the things that are going on in the game. And the workaround that I'm going around here, I use the same word twice, it makes it sound nonsensical, but bear with me. The thing I'm doing here is I'm working around the fact that I cannot liberate Sylvania as an independent province or gift it to the Empire. This is impossible in the game. With this mod, now it's possible. How would you do this without mods if you don't want to use mods or you just want to give it a try in the actual game? You would do it by sacking and then raising all of these settlements, and then moving all your troops over to the Empire and protecting the Empire. You would have an military alliance with them, obviously, and you would just hope that they slowly colonize all of this. The problem with that is there's the Border Princes, there's Karak-Hirn, there's Greenskins, there's Norska, all sorts of things can start colonizing provinces down here. That means that as soon as, for example, Karak-Hirn colonizes something down here, you're supposed to go, oi, you can't have that, declare war and raise it, or you're supposed to confederate Karak-Hirn and then abandon the settlement. Painful, it'll take hundreds of turns, it's not worth it. Like this, you get to do it in a reasonable amount of time, at a significant sacrifice of your treasury, but you get to roleplay a little bit, right? Or, I mean, it's not really a sacrifice of your treasury, you're just gifting them territory, so there's no real sacrifice to treasury there, but yeah, there you go. I am a huge fan of this mod. I am not a huge fan of using it to game the game, as it were, of using it to exploit certain things, but I think it's fairly balanced, because let's say I want to buy something from Pirates of Sartosa. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that because you need a standing of 50 and you need to be not at war with them in order to purchase something from them. And you can only purchase settlements if you have, if you own a settlement in the region. So you can only purchase from that region. Let's say I was the controller of Akendorf and they were the controller, or the Border Princes were the controllers of Matroka. I can buy Matroka from them. Over here is the same. They had Vrenka Hills, I can buy it from them, but I cannot buy Akendorf and Matroka from them, because no matter how good of an ally I am to them or they are to me, I can't do that because they control both and it's now a secured province. So there you go. I think it's fairly balanced. I think it's pretty fairly balanced, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it as far as the mod is concerned. Now, there's nothing to do. I've gotten rid of the greenskins. I control virtually everything. I've spanned character Kadrin with some gifts, so I should be able to confederate them soon. And I'm going to get rid of these greenskins who don't even have an army, so I think what I should do now is probably just skip. Skip until the Chaos Invasion hits, gets near my borders, and I start doing things, and then I'll show you the Chaos Invasion maybe in a future video. Oh, Reichland confederated with the Golden Order, and that means I can now see Reichland. Very good on them, congratulations. They control a fair amount of territory, that's nice. Glory reclaimed, excellent. Excellent. We've reclaimed our former glory, apparently. There's some savage orcs over here I'd like to take care of. So let's do that really quickly, and well, I might as well go and fight these guys, but not immediately. So what do we have? The floating village. Yeah, I can't settle that, but I can settle Morgheim. I think I might as well do that, right? Because I'm gonna be in control of all of this anyway. So I might as well do that. Okay. There we go. This is almost done recruiting, so we can start giving you iron breakers. I also took a long, hard look at the technology tree, and I've decided that all of this down here is kinda useless. I mean, look, recruitment rank isn't a bad thing. Less recruitment for Iron Drakes, useless. +5 armor for all infantry units. It's good, don't get me wrong. This isn't bad, but I don't really need my armies to be any better, and these aren't very significant buffs, like -5 upkeep for Longbeards. Okay, that is a lot of money, but like I need to get to that. Like it's just such a long way. I think it's much better to focus on most of the things up here, like money from trade. And there's this stacks for King's Tribute, and then income from salt mines, pottery, and dye makers, and then there's all sorts of these things, because I think they're going to roughly equal the same amount of money as reducing upkeep by 5% for some of my units, and when this is done, we can then move over to some of the useful stuff down here. But for now, tell you what, I'm just going to sack this again. And then next I'm going to have Thorek move up there. I'd also like to talk to the border princes again. Where are they? Hi there. I would like non-aggression pact with you. Shame. For a particular reason? No, just trespassing and I'm a great power. Alright, fair enough. Well, there is quite some upgrading to be done. I think we want a Tinker's Den here, definitely. And then probably the Runesmith thing. Because I don't really see what else we can have that's kind of sensible. Yeah, let's get the Runesmith thing. My guy, the Failure over here, is going to have some work to do. Shockingly, he failed, and it's truly, I'm sure nobody expected that. Look, dwarves detest the sea, we hate these dark elves more. So, I think Hag Grief is not along for this world. I need the Haunted Forest to secure the province, and honestly, I mean, if I take out these 3 islands, I'm forever safe over here. Nothing is ever coming, except for, I don't know, maybe the Vampires of Nagashazar, but that is going to be one tough nut to crack. And then Thorgrim, I don't need to move. Though I would like to send you up here. Let's have your assault garrisons on the way. Oh, no, never mind. Let's have you try and assassinate people on the way. Critical failure, lovely. What's this one next to? Ooh, that's a scary looking horse. Yeah. So Essen is actually under control of Middenland still. Yeah, the vampires aren't as spread out as I thought they were. Well, either way, should up to Drin. Still not thinking about joining us, eh? Unfortunate that. Would you join me if I offered you, like, all of my money? No, they want a military alliance. Well, you're still at 170, so I'll give you a few more turns to get that number up.
Summon me if you dare.
Over here, I'm pretty sure this army is just going to be stationary for the rest of its life, but we can also try and move them up here and take over Red Eye Mountain. Because the Chaos Invasion isn't exactly in full swing, shall we say, at least not yet. Though I really should prepare for that, and I am. This army is going to go fight Chaos, and Grombrindle, I'm not sure about Grombrindle. He might. Alright, next turn. Decent amount of population surplus overall. Go through the motions, as they say, and check these things out this turn, I think. Also probably should see if I can craft something, and now I have a lot more resources than I used to. And we have Valaire's Protection, very useful. Right, yeah, they're still building up their army. It's usually a pretty bad army, though, because, I mean, look at this. It's like fell bats and skeletons, and I think it's pretty much the same thing for the rest of it. This is going to be done in 2 turns, which provides a very sizable increase in the garrison. Thing is, like, with a gate, or with a runic gate, and a high-level settlement, this becomes almost as tough to crack as a fort. The map isn't, the battle map isn't as good, obviously, but it becomes a really tough nut to crack, so, yeah. Thorek is going up here. He's going to join in the campaign against the undead. Dorin is going on forced march to Mount Gunbad, probably. Oh no, he's going to go on forced march to here, and then I'll use the underway to get him over there, hopefully, or there, and then jump him there. Either way, that is going to work just fine, and he's going to set up camp this way to defend against Chaos. Grombrindle, on the other hand, it sort of feels right to give him hammerers for some reason. I don't know, it just sort of feels right, but I think I've determined that there's no real reason to do that, so we'll give him that. And I'm thinking either organ guns or flame cannons. I think flame cannons because he has the trait that buffs flame cannons, right? Iron Drakes and War Machines. Iron Drakes and War Machines. Yeah, he buffs War Machines, so I should give him like 3, 4, maybe even Gyro Bombers, and then have the rest be flame cannons or organ guns. Again, depends on my personal preference. Okay, we can definitely do that. That's a sound army. You have plenty of movement, so you can go over there. You can colonize Morgheim. Is there anything special in Morgheim? I don't think so. Okay, is Force March going to get you further? Yes. Very important that we take out these savage orcs as they appear. Can't have random orcs raiding the countryside. Try and assassinate this guy. At this point, it's getting just straight up funny. It's just funny, nothing else, you know. It is just funny. Okay. Their ally is Nagarond. Wow. So Nagarond is gonna come after me. Apparently. Valiant defeat. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight this manually. Let's have this be the final battle of the episode, and we can take the Haunted Forest as well. Lovely.
Let us begin. For the wisdom of Valeia.
You don't need this.
One rag.
No. Do you have a... Yeah, you don't. I would like you to have a student.
Summon me.
Good. And then here... Well, I mean, this is all fine. Might as well get Rally, and then we'll hold off on all the other traits, because units aren't high level yet.
Onward.
And taxes. Skip on Thorgrim, that's probably wrong. Yes, skip on that as well. Settlement upgrade. Oh yeah, this is the place where we're going to defend against chaos. Yep, good. That's good. Continue this siege. Is there anything else that warrants my attention? Maybe some of the provinces need an upgrade? Yeah. Need one here. This is the Misty Mountain. Far over the Misty Mountains cold. 2 dungeons deep and... Dragons old. It is Dragons old, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I'm misremembering the lyrics. I have a distinct memory of it being Dragons old, and now that I said it out loud, that seems kind of wrong. It's like, really? But yeah, I think so. I like how Orion's camp has been at war with the Dune Kingdoms for pretty much like 90 turns or so. And as far as I can tell, nobody's done anything. Like, neither side has... I'm not sure they even fought a battle. Concept of a Cold War has been invented. Who would have thought that it'd be invented in the realm of the Wood Elves, but then again, they would be the ones to do something like, well, I don't know, it depends. There's those that, you know, there's 2 kinds of people. One that claim that they're ridiculously weak, and the others that claim that they're just insane, and I kind of think that they're a little bit of both, depending on the setting. Alright, let's fight this and then end the episode there. And here we are. I have to admit, I made a bit of a break between where I paused the recording and now. Just got into battle and paused it for a little bit. I also took out the tower so you don't have to suffer through watching me do all those things. And now we're just getting all the infantry stuff into position. One of the rare times that we're going to get to fight the... Whoa, okay, sorry about that. One of the rare times that we're going to get to fight the Dark Elves, so... You know, I suppose might as well enjoy it or something along those lines. Yeah, I forgot that they have that thing. Doesn't do much damage. Really doesn't, so... let's take out the Sorceress. That ought to take care of most of our problems. Tough little bastard, come on. And there we go. Right, yeah, actually the entire garrison is a little bit tough, if I'm honest with you. Got hit with the frostbite thing again on the ice shard line of ice that does AoE. I don't know what it's called. It's been a while since I've played as the Dark Elves. It's been a while since I've used that spell, and I genuinely have no idea what it's called. Let's see if I can't hit that thing. Apparently I can't. Okay, I have this weird feeling that if I move you back, you're gonna be actually able to start hitting stuff. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. As for the Quarrelers, I mean, honestly, fire at will, lads. I'm pretty sure that whatever you hit is going to benefit us in the long run, so, you know, be that spears, infantry, well, melee infantry like spearmen or corsairs or whatever. Just shoot. Yeah, can you hit the dark spears back there? Actually, I'm sorry, but you need to move up again. I'm very indecisive like that. Oh, I do have this rune of Wrath as well. Yeah, alright, let's cheese the whole thing. Let's see, can we shoot that? Sort of in the perfect position to land rocks like here, and they slide down the road and like end up killing 2/3 of the unit as they hit. Feels like that would Right, here we go. Yep, pretty much perfect. There's something extremely satisfying about seeing these giant rocks hurl into just a very tightly packed formation of infantry. Like, kinda like so. Yeah, like so. Like so. It doesn't happen all that often, but when it does. Let's hit the Blackguard of Nagaron. They are the toughest unit our enemy has. And I would very much like to get rid of them if at all possible. And then there's targets for this over here. Oh, there's more Blackguard of Nagaron over there. Alright, go and cast the thing on them. Oh, they've triggered their thingy. Yeah, that's a no. That's bad. It's not a good idea. Need you to kill those things though. What did I take that much damage from? It's a bit ever so slightly odd. Okay, how are we doing with killing the Blackguard of Nagaron? Surprisingly well. Surprisingly well. Okay. Yeah, thing is, like, you can't do stuff like this with Thunderers, and that is really a pretty big negative for them as far as their usage in battle is concerned and everything. Like, you know, considering they can't do this, and this is like, yeah, not most of the usage that you get out of Quarrelers. Surely in battle, in, you know, open field battles, they're a little bit more useful, but actually not more useful, but a little bit more important, I guess. Because you can do this in a siege, or you can not do this in a siege. It's a sort of question of choice in a siege, in an open field battle rather. It's less so a choice, more so mandatory, but anyways, the point being, let's go break through here. The point being, try and kill him. I'll get to the point eventually, I swear to you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I feel like if we take this guy out, that's gonna hinder their leadership enough that it's gonna make the ammo worth it. There was some really nice hits there. I'm taking a ton of damage, and I'm not quite sure why. I say a ton of damage. I mean, compared to a regular siege, this is no damage, but still. My point was, you just can't do stuff like this with Thunderers, and, you know, it's a big factor. It's a big factor in waging the... Whoops! Sorry, I'm moving the thing where the microphone is. Horribly sorry about that. Hope it wasn't too hard on the sound. We've lost some dwarves unnecessarily here, but that's unavoidable, I suppose. I would like you to go and fight that Blackguard and Nagaron unit. I'll actually hit it with the... No, stop, they're moving away. 64% done. Yes, perfect. Wait. Wait. Alright, now attack. There we go. And I'm thinking the artillery over here is going to just cause mass murder, mayhem, and destruction. Most likely. I would love the Quarrelers to be able to hit this... what's the biggest unit here? The strongest one? The Blackguard and Nagaron. Shocking, I know. What are you doing? No, like, genuinely, what are you doing? Oh, we didn't break the gate, just a couple of the cavalrymen made it through. Ah. Alright, we didn't break the gate, but we broke the enemy. Let it be known the enemy broke before the gate did. Wait, isn't that usually the other way around? Nah. There we go. Fairly easy, but sieges are fairly straightforward anyway. That is a lot of money. I kind of want to sack it, but it's a waste, honestly. Yeah, no wonder it's a lot of money. It's a tier 4 settlement. Okay. Don't need the Ranger's Den. I will keep that, obviously. I'll get a Tinker's Den. Yeah, I'll get a Tinker's Den, and obviously, well, we'll get some money and a refectory. Cool. Actually, there's a question. What's a refectory called at tier 3 and 4? Drinking hall, feast hall. Okay. Yeah. Here's a weird little sentence and quirk, I guess. Kind of. Maybe not. One of the most popular mods for Warhammer Total War is the different icons for each stage of the building chain. And I hate that mod. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. The icons are phenomenally well designed. Usually they build up to this icon, right? So it's like a smaller cup, for example, or something, and then a feast hall would have this tankard. Or a mine would be like, I don't know, like smaller, and then, you know, they would add the chains, and then one of the pickaxes, and maybe two of the pickaxes or whatever, and then you get it. It's a build-up, you know, you're building up to the top tier stuff. Great work, phenomenally executed. I just hate the way it feels in the game, because I'm so used to this. You're so used to this being the same icon, and then the number next to it indicating the tier. It's just, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird thing, I suppose. Maybe it's just me. Probably not just me, but I guess I'm in the minority for that. I don't think a lot of people hate the idea of different icons. I can't stand them. Sorry, I just cannot stand them for the life of me. Baron Stoneheart, yes, you should probably move out of Karak 8 Peaks and start heading towards Karazakarak, which I'm never going to get bored of saying. Now we're looking for this, the Grand Throne Chamber. Mostly for the extra money, because clearly, as you can see, we need all the money we can get. I jest, but we legitimately do need more money, because I'm running low on armies. I'm going to need a lot more armies for the stuff that I have planned, and let me just make it abundantly clear that what I have planned is 90% vanity, but, you know, it's vanity I want to do, goddammit, so there you go. Anyways, I think this will do for this episode, and for this series for them, at least for now. I haven't uploaded many episodes of the series at all. I think we're still on, like, we're definitely in the single digits. I think we're on episode 4 or 5 maybe at this point. I had internet trouble, and, you know, editing takes ages, and, well, rendering takes ages, editing doesn't take ages, but I feel like we've completed all our objectives, And now all that's left is, I guess, for me to show you the actual end of the campaign, when I collect all the items and possibly the invasion of chaos. But I'll do just like, you know, I'll skip a... What the hell is this? Where did this come from? Red Eye Mountain Underground. Oh, it's the Red Eye Mountain. Yes, yes, yes. This is where Grimgor ran off to rebuild all of his stuff. Okay, well, tell you what, fuck it, let's make this an extra long episode. We'll fight this battle, and then we'll sort of, if we win, you know, resoundingly, then I will end the Let's Play effectively here, and then I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more episodes showcasing some of the Chaos Invasion battles. Maybe we join up with the Empire to fight Chaos, or you know, if there's something interesting that happens in the campaign. And when I end the campaign, I'll show you that. But you know, the turn-by-turn sort of Let's Play, I guess, ends after this battle. Let's do it like that. Okay, here we go, and it's a weird battle again in terms of reinforcements and everything, but I feel like we're gonna manage just fine. I think, I'm not sure, but I think this is the smaller army of the two over here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the Iron Drakes like so. We're going to group these catapults a little bit like that. I'm going to put the Iron Drakes like so, and this is how we're going to face Grimgor and his army, which is supposedly over there, and then this army is going to face the other stuff. Actually, I'll put the Engineer this way as well, so that he can buff the Quarrelers, because that's the only range support this place has. Or this flank has. Okay, and then I suppose we'll see whether Grimgor's army is here or not. Wergaz, yeah, this is correct. I am shocked at the speed at which that just happened. I am genuinely shocked. But you know the drill. Let's leave Wergaz alone, and instead move up like that. I feel like this is going to be worth it. Yes, 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 yes. Good, good. It is worth it. That just made it worth it. Goblins take priority. Actually, at this point, kill Wergaz. Yeah, he's a bit extra annoying. All right, he's a bit extra annoying, so get rid of him. His magics are a bit too much. The artillery facing this way, of course, to do the maximum amount of damage that it can to Grimgor's army, and this is just I mean, this entire battle over here is more of a side project, if you will. Can't believe you blocked and can't shoot him. That is really frustrating, but it is what it is. We're losing a lot of HP. These are dwarf warriors. I haven't fought with them in a while, so I don't expect to be doing particularly well. I don't expect them to be doing particularly well. This is a good army. Not very experienced, doesn't have too many great units, but it is a good army. Range far, range fast, and all of that nonsense. And I think this battle is done. They should be... They're still not breaking. Wergaz left and you're still not breaking. Truly a marvelous feat of resistance and just general idiocy. And they're still not breaking. I'll save the Zufbar 42 pounders, which, by the way, 42 pounders are supposed to be massive. That explosion is not a 42 pounder. I've seen 42 pounders in Empire Total War. Well, actually, no, I don't think I have. I don't think it goes that high, but which furthers my point, if anything, you know. Like, okay, now we're running into problems. We are now genuinely running into problems. They made it here a lot quicker than I thought they would. If only there was some kind of taunt ability, which there isn't. How am I going to deal with this? I genuinely think my best option is to just suffer through it. That was terrible. That is terrible.
No shoddy contraptions here. Move to attack.
You need to form up that line, like, immediately. They are way behind. This is ridiculous. They're getting around. I mean, there's nothing to go around. I'm sorry to be a disappointment like this, but there really is nothing to go around. It's all terrible. Do I sacrifice the Iron Drakes? I don't want to sacrifice the Iron Drakes. I guess we come over here and try and meet the yeah, it's... They shouldn't be able to surround you like this in a battle like this. They really shouldn't be able to surround you. That's not how the entire system is envisioned, but it's just that the reinforcements in these situations are kind of broken, and yeah, it's... There go some of the best units I have in the game. I suppose this is... it kind of serves me right. First of all, jumping into a province I have no business being in yet, until I Confederate Karakadrin. That's one problem. No, this is a lost battle. I can't win this. With artillery, easy. Without artillery like this, I just underestimated how quickly they can get to my units. Is the only real problem here. It's... Yeah, I mean, in a weird way, it kind of makes sense that I got surrounded as well, because this is their territory that I jumped into, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into to begin with, so, yeah, you know. Wow, so like a full-strength Dwarf Warrior unit is routing. That is ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. I understand some of these units cause terror, but cause terror does not equal just instantly break everything. That is ridiculous. You look at that, like the whole dwarf unit line is crumbling because what, like Grimgor causes terror or something. That is just... We fought this same army. We fought this same army recently, and we saw that like a unit on 20 men remaining-ish, 15, is when it starts to break due to the cause terror thing. Now they do it a lot sooner. Is it the same unit? No. Okay, fair enough. It's not the same unit. We were fighting with Longbeards, now we're not fighting with Longbeards, we're fighting with other units, but at the same time, it, you know, okay, is all I have to say. Might as well use the Zufbar something pounders. I say something because, like I said, I don't think that's a 42 pounder. It doesn't look like it. Looks like a 12 pounder at most. 24 maybe, but like, you know, on a good day, but no. Alright, yeah, I'm done with this. I mean, I don't care about this army. Wow, that's not true. Look at this. This is... I care. I care about the catapults. I don't care about the Dwarf Warriors one bit. I don't care about the Quarrelers one bit. I don't care about the Iron Drakes. Both the heroes have immortality, so I don't care about them either, but... I mean, this was just ridiculous. I guess it makes sense they surrounded me from a lore perspective, but everything else is kind of done. Alright, there we go. Oh, all of them were just gone. Oh, apart from the Regiment of Fame one. Regiment of Renown one. Okay. But as you can see, both of them are wounded, so we'll just re-recruit that. Which is kind of the reason why, I mean, that serves me right, you know, serves me right. No challenge, we can beat everything, yada, 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 and then this happens. Serves me right. Now I have a grudge to hunt down Grimgor and beat him in combat. Lovely. He is taking attrition, though, the bastard. Okay, let's go hunt Grimgor. There we go. Whilst it does, like I said, serve me right that something like this is happening, after all the whatchamacallit, overly zealous statements that I've made, I feel like we also get to reinforce our point a little bit to an extent, because despite this catastrophic loss of the second army I've ever constructed, I'll just rebuild it in, like, you know, a couple of turns, probably even better. The one thing I'm curious about, though, was the banners. Explosion damage reduces enemy leadership, but the one of seeking is still here. I think we lost the banners. Stalk, Rune of Immolation, Missile Strength. Increase armor piercing, increase versus large, enables projectiles to home in on targets. Yeah, that one I think we lost two of. Which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, who cares? Close victory, really? I don't feel like this is a close victory. I'm going to fight this manually, but anyways, yeah, there you go. Damn, it feels like, had I won that, I would be just, like, my ego would be out of control. I'd be like, yeah, see, there you go. See, I'm right. That's why we do this. Now I'm like, well, you lost the battle, Juggernaut. Now you seem like the idiot, you know? It's like, oh, I can't be defeated, yada, 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 and then loses a greenskin thing against, honestly, not even that big of an army, and it was totally my fault. Like, I'm not supposed to lose that, and I would not lose that in a more sensible fight, but I just Wargaz wouldn't break, and I got caught with my pants down. I didn't realise how quickly Grimgor would close in. I wasn't paying attention, and I paid the price for it. There you go. It's like, I wasn't vigilant enough. It's all there was to it. But anyways, I still stand by my decision. This is it. I mean, oh, actually, I could run. Really, at 200 something, you still don't want to? Yeah, we'll get this. We'll get this alliance eventually. I think I'll draw you into some wars with the vampires, and you're going to be a little bit more scared. And I'll break my alliance with you, and then you're going to be like, oh no, come protect me, and I'll be like, fine. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. The support on the series is much appreciated. For now, we just have like a couple of one-off videos to do against the Invasion of Chaos, maybe, or something, and those videos will be done by the time the actual series is uploaded on YouTube. So as far as you're concerned, there isn't going to be a break. For me, there is going to be a break, though, because like I said, I think I'm on episode 3 or 4 right now on YouTube, and this is episode, what, 16? So yeah. there is that to consider. But other than that, I'm just going to do this, confederate these guys, gather all the stuff that I need to gather, and yeah. It's been a wild ride from all the way down here. The southern World's Edge Mountains and Karak Zorn. But we forged quite the empire, and I'm quite proud of it. I'm happy to call this campaign done. Obviously, you know, not until I defeat Chaos. That is going to be the final feather in my cap, but until then, and until that specific video, I bid you all farewell. Have fun, and take care. And bye-bye. Yeah, that's roughly how the outro goes, right? Anyways, in all seriousness, bye-bye.